Hey everyone, welcome to Wrestling Connection. I'm your host, Johnny D, the Redeemer, and today I'll be giving you my review of SmackDown and also my predictions for Extreme Rules this Sunday. SmackDown opened up with Seth Rollins in the ring talking about the match at Extreme Rules, what Randy did on Raw, things of that nature. Kane ended up coming out and got in Rollins' face and said, "Oh, you should be returning the favor to me and lay down." At first, Rollins was saying no, and then Kane got really pissed. Like, he was yelling in Rollins' face. It was really cool to see Kane get angry like that again. And Rollins was portraying that he was, like, genuinely scared. He did that really well. So Rollins was like, okay, and he laid down. And just as Kane's going to pin him, he's like, "No, I'm just kidding, but you have a match with Dean Ambrose." So Ambrose starts coming out, and this is when Luke Harper comes out and attacks Dean Ambrose, and J&J Security and Rollins join, and they're all beating up on Dean Ambrose. This brings out Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns saves the day, chases all them off, and of course we have a tag team main event. What a surprise! But yeah, that's how SmackDown opened up. This went into Dolph Ziggler and Adrian Neville versus Sheamus and Bad News Barrett. This is actually a pretty good match. One of the better ones. Both teams have really good chemistry together. I would really like to see Sheamus and Barrett make a tag team together. I think that could bring some much needed, profile names to the tag team division. I think it could really help boost them up. And I mean, Ziggler and Neville had pretty good chemistry together too, but I think both of them could do much better off on their own. Neville shined once again. Dolph Ziggler got in his offense, and Sheamus and Barrett did pretty good in the match too. Ziggler and Neville won the match after Ziggler hit a zigzag on Barrett, and then Neville hit his red arrow. Which is a really impressive move. But yeah, really good match from those two teams. Then we had Naomi versus Natalya. It was a short match, so they didn't really get to show much. It was just kind of another match to really show that Naomi is a heel once again. We didn't see anything new from her though. It was just kind of the same ground and pound kind of thing she never did before. If she's going to keep up this heel thing, I think she should start doing dastardly things, as someone would say, kind of cheating, things like that. But it's weird with Natalya is when she's with Kid Cesaro, she plays a heel, but it seems like when she's on her own, she's a face. It's kind of confusing with what the writers are doing with her. Hopefully they figure out what they want to do, either turn the team face or make her a heel all the time. But it was a decently good for a short match, a really short match, and Naomi did get the win. I'm kind of thinking with her heel turn, maybe she should get a new finisher. The rear view, it doesn't seem that menacing of a finisher. I think they should change her music too. The whole funk is on a roll thing doesn't really fit her as a bad guy. I think they need a little more fine tuning with her. But I think she's really embellishing being a heel. She's doing good. We had Ryback versus Rusev. And this was actually a good match too. For two powerhouses, they really went at it really good. There was a lot of struggle, a lot of back and forth. I would like to see a rivalry in the future between Ryback and Rusev. Ryback had some really good spots where he held Rusev up for a vertical suplex. I thought that was impressive. But in the end, Rusev got disqualified because he used the chain on Ryback and then put him in the accolade with the chain, sending a message to John Cena. Then we had Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston. I thought this was good. We don't see this too often where, out of the tag teams that are, going at it, we see a one-on-one from one person from the tag. It was an okay match. It wasn't that great. The New Day still isn't impressing me. Yeah, they're doing heel things, but they're not doing heel promos or talking like heels. They're still doing the clapping. We need positivity. It's not coming off right to me. And Kofi and Big E don't seem like they've changed characters all that much. I think the one that's really embellishing with the whole heel thing is Xavier Woods. He's definitely he's the one making that big change towards a heel. Kofi did get the win. Big E and Xavier Woods attacked Tyson Kidd at ringside, and this distracted Cesaro, and Kofi hit the Trouble in Paradise for the pin. Like I said, it wasn't that great of a match. It was only okay. There was a lot more going outside of the ring that took away from the overall match. Then we had the main event, which was Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins and Luke Harper. This match was actually amazingly good. Normally I'm like, oh great, another main event tag team match on SmackDown. Ugh. But they did really good with this one. It always seems like when you got the three guys from the Shield and anyone from the Wyatt family in a match together, they really pull out all the stops. And it really showed. Rollins was actually in the ring for a while. I expected him to be kind of in and out quickly because of his match at Extreme Rules, the title match. But he was in there for a while, and he had some real good defense and offensive points in the match. I was really surprised with that. They just gave it their all in that match, and it really showed. It was a really great match to watch. Reigns and Ambrose did get the win because Kane, who was at ringside, rolled Seth Rollins back into the ring, and this gave Reigns the opportunity to hit a spear and get the pin. I think that's just another one of those slight little, kind of FUs to Seth Rollins that Kane's been given. I think with Kane being the gatekeeper at Extreme Rules, it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. But that was SmackDown. Overall, pretty good. It was better than most SmackDowns. I actually enjoyed seeing it. So now let's get into Extreme Rules, who I think is going to win or lose or what's going to happen. I think Dean Ambrose is going to beat Luke Harper. I don't see them giving the win to Luke Harper. And the way they've been playing it up, it definitely looks like Dean Ambrose is going to be the one getting the win. Then we have New Day and Kid Cesaro for the title. I don't think New Day is going to get the title at this pay-per-view, but they may get the win from count-out or something like that, or they may lose due to disqualification. I think they're going to keep this rivalry going for a little bit, but I don't think they're going to give New Day titles just yet. I do think Cena's going to retain. I think he's going to beat Rusev, because I think they're going to keep this open challenge thing going for a little longer. It's definitely getting really good reception, and I don't think they're going to drop that just yet. I think they may have Cena win, Rusev go off and do something else. Like I said, I'd like to see him and Ryback in a rivalry. Cena continue the open challenges and have that kind of lead into Cena's next rivalry for the belt. Not sure who it could be, but there are definitely some possibilities out there, like maybe Dean Ambrose. We'll just have to see what exactly they decide to do with that. I do believe Sheamus is going to beat Dolph Ziggler. Just because he's a returning heel, I think they're going to give him this win to kind of really establish him as a heel. As much as I hate to see Ziggler lose, I just don't think it's in the book for him. Bryan and Bad News Barrett is up in the air. Some people are saying that he's going to have to drop the title again because his neck and shoulders bothering him again. But I don't know, because he's wrestled here and there. I think they're just trying to keep him healthy for the pay-per-view. I think that's what they were doing. So I think they're going to have the match, and I think Bryan will win. I think he will retain the title and keep going. If they do think his neck's going to be bothering him too much, they may have him drop the title, or like some people are saying, they may have him just turn it over. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think Naomi will beat Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship. They've been really playing up Naomi, and I definitely think it's her time to win. I don't know where they'll go from there after. I don't know if they'll keep her in a rivalry with the Bellas or what, but I definitely think Naomi will win her first Divas Championship at Extreme Rules. And then Rollins versus Orton. This is also really up in the air. There's a lot of factors going into it, and to me, the biggest one is Kane being the gatekeeper. I think Kane will attempt to screw over Rollins, but I don't think it's going to play out the way Kane wants it to. But I think Rollins may end up winning by disqualification because Orton's going to use an RKO. That's just one of those stipulations that's just so prevalent. I think that's what's going to end up happening. I can see, Rollins be on his way out of the cell, the cage, and Kane force him back in, but then Orton, not thinking, hit the RKO and still lose. I definitely think they can keep this feud going between Rollins and Orton, and with Kane screwing Rollins over, I'd really like to see Kane get really thrown into the mix as, Demon Kane. I think that could be a really good twist to the rivalry that they have going on. Well, that's my review of SmackDown and my predictions for Extreme Rules. Let me know what you guys think of SmackDown and what are your predictions for Extreme Rules. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, leave your thoughts down below. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you on Monday for my review of Extreme Rules. Thanks. See you then.